Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. This is a slightly different video. It's off the save. I am going to be going through the team with Aberdeen, but for now we're just going to play a little game and just show you the principles of what it looks like when you actually do adapt and get used to playing with familiarity and confidence, and you know your team inside out. I have my first team and second team all booked in here. Simply I'll pick the team, select, save it. So, for example, first 11 subs is pre-season, second 11 subs pre-season again, and then your 5 subs, first team, second team, respectively. So it's just basically showing you the principles. You don't have to play one way. There is no right or wrong way to play the game. I'm literally going to play Kidderminster away, which is quite a difficult game. I might actually switch to cautious on the mentality here. That may vary depending on the team. But generally speaking, we're looking to take control of the wings and exploit the wings. So we're not playing out from defence. We're playing really wide. We're going to pass into space, overlap, let the fullbacks join in because we've got the anchor man covering, high tempo, more direct passing, play for set pieces. We're not doing any of this crazy push up in people's faces. We're letting them come at us with a standard and mid block. Let them come at us, trigger the press when they come into this area. And we may concede goals. I'm not saying we're going to win, but let's see what goes. So with the counter, just make sure you're playing to your fullbacks, because what will happen is the goalkeeper will get it out to them really quickly, as he's been asked to do so here, and then counter. Let's go. So yeah, and then depending on the situation, we will adjust the tactics based on what's happening. I don't always just switch to another tactic. So we've got on here like the positive, where we keep possession, just for your reference, short play out of defence, short pass and lower tempo, work ball into the box, look after the ball, counter press, but we don't counter, so we keep our shape, playing to the centre back, slowing the pace down. We may switch to that depending on how the game's going, but we may also just tweak this tactic, the original counter, and just get the fullbacks to stay back and don't counter anymore. And then we've got our shut up shot, which is really towards the right dying minutes of the game. But what I've noticed is that doesn't work so well with my centre backs. For a start, I can see exactly what the problem is, and I need to change this up. So let's go fullback, centre back, defend. See, even I make mistakes and miss things, and I have actually been conceding goals when I've been switching to that, and now I know why. And if you really want to sort of make sure that we're not going to concede, let's defend from the front, keep your shape. We're not looking to counter, we're holding the shape and we're regrouping. So literally look after defence. That's it. But yeah, we're not playing that today. We're going with the counter style, and yes, Evans is the man. Let's go. This is off the cuff. Whatever happens, happens. I don't reload. I don't try and cheat the system. We've had many games this season. I'm getting towards the end, but I just want to show you how it unfolds with a team that's familiarised. And I'm dying to upload another YouTube video because it's getting traction. People are watching, and I'm really grateful. Thank you very much for coming back. I really appreciate it. But enough of the brown nosing. Let's get on with it. How are you today? I hope you're all well. Please leave a comment. I do like to interact with you guys, and I want to know what it is that you like about the video, something that I can improve on. What is it you come here to the channel for? What attracts you? That's an own goal, isn't it? I'll take that all day long. Own goal. Thank you very much. That was a calamity. So I'm not going to praise because they haven't done anything. Just leave it as it is. Corner. Yeah, he's keeper shouting. He's put his leg out and sticks it in his own net. Thank you. Aha, there's a problem. There's a problem. And I'm just going to switch my sound and headset. I'm doing what I did before, and my mistakes Do you know what? We'll do it on the next one. We'll do it on the next match. Fuck this off. Must remember. Oh yeah, system volume. We just turn that down. Sorry. Just turn the TV down and then you can hear it nice and clear. You can hear the game sounds yourselves. Sorry, I'm just like, I haven't streamed for a long time and I've just brought all this new equipment and I was going to turn the video off there and then, but just to show you how raw I am. Is that one of my players? Or is that one of theirs that's just got a red? It's one of theirs. Brilliant. So, hopefully this is 2-0. Oh, look at that scramble on the line. Scramble! Right, so now that they've done that, what we're going to do... Nope. Slow down, Lee. I'm getting a bit excited. It's the ADHD coming out. Blah, blah, blah. Right, so we're going to switch to the possession style now. But the only difference is, right, I've been experimenting with the passing bar and the tempo bar. Sometimes, to see a game out, you don't have to go shut up shop. What you can do is this. Go extremely wide. Put the passing. You do need to have some form of technical passes in your team. I mean, I've picked this team out based on passing. And generally speaking, although they don't look that great, like passing 9, passing 4. He's terrible. In fact, what I'm going to say is you, my man, right, I actually want you to take fewer risks because I don't want you knocking the ball around like a crazy person. But, yeah, so we're going to stay up in their face, but what we're going to do is we're not going to press as often. So sometimes what you think is by being all the way up here is you need to close them down more. But actually, you can force an error in the opposition simply by being there. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Just by being in their face is enough for you to win possession back sometimes. What I'm going to do is time wasting. We're going to go attacking width all the way wide. We're going to play for set pieces, play for set pieces, and that's it. Now you watch the style of football that you're going to witness right now. Bear with me. I'm actually going to turn the highlights away from key because we're not looking to score goals, but what you're going to see for a few minutes is this style of play. And it's a really good way of... Oh, hang on. One other thing that I'm missing. We see that pass. He's trying to get in behind because we're on a positive mentality. And that can be a downfall. Look, what I've done is I've created an opportunity. I could accept responsibility for that. That's my fault. You have to really make sure, and as you can see, I'm massively guilty of it, of checking everything before you press confirm, because the opposition will take full advantage within a minute. I've switched to that shut up shop tactic with the wing back coming up and the ball playing defender, and I've used that in a few games. Not that long ago, a couple of games ago, I was using it to see a game out, and literally as soon as I clicked the tactic, it went bang, conceded, and I was like, it was 3-2, so I didn't lose the game, but I was like, well, what happened there? But now I know it's because you have to really, really check, double check and triple check, and make sure you're happy. And I know it sounds overly like obsessive, but that's just how I am. That's the autism in me, and raise autism awareness. There's nothing wrong with being not okay these days, and talk about it if you are feeling that way. Oh, this could be a problem. Right, so what's going on? It seems to me like they are still bombing forward, yeah? So maybe this possession style isn't the best idea. Let's go back to wing play counter. We are literally going to exploit the space there because they've got a 10 men. It's going to be harder for them, but you're not going to attack. You're not going to attack, and let's not. Well, actually, maybe see. I don't know. Do we stick or do we twist? By letting them overlap, this a risk, but I feel like we can score a second, so I'm going to take that risk. Stick or twist, up to you. What is it that we're going to do? Who would have knew, eh? I'm a poet. Blah. O'Shea. Dribbling it up the wing there nicely. Goes home. See, look, we're stretching the field right out. Go on, son. It's all about physicality in this league. I've literally aimed for fast players, generally. I mean, I'm not going to go into details about sales and transfers about this save. This is just a quick video to show you how I do, basically. A little bit of raw personality of Lee. I'm a overthinker when it comes to tactics, and sometimes I have tactics fully running, right? Like, I haven't lost a game in a while. Like, I'm on a run of 5 games, 10 games unbeaten, and then I've suddenly decided, I want to play wing play now. Let's try this. And sometimes it can literally take all the form away. But I just like to understand how each tactic works. Like, how can I play in a 4-3-3? The one that I struggled with for years was the 5 at the back. And I'll be honest, I don't like it because I feel like you've got too many back when you're defending. It's too negative. I mean, there is pros and cons to each and every tactic. But I just prefer playing 4 at the back with D-mids. Like, he can fill in if necessary as a half-back. So it's like a 3 at the back, in fact. But yeah, it's all numbers. And to be honest with you, the formation is only how you are when you're defensive. It's not how you are when you attack. It's the player roles. Like, if you look at us now, what are we? We're 2-2-3-3 at the moment, based on the player roles. So formation isn't really important. It's only important depending on how you need to set against the opposition defensively. I mean, if they've got 1 striker, then you can afford to play 3 at the back. It's an overload of numbers, defensive, midfield and attack. 5-3-2 on paper is the most overloading tactic that you can use, because if you're defending, you've got 5 at the back. If you're in midfield, you've got the 4. And if you're 5 in midfield, 5 into the back with the wing backs overlapping, and then 4 up the top. So yes, Catenaccio style. So I'm rambling. I feel like we're going to concede in a minute. What's going on here? Let's do not counter. Do not counter. Do not distribute quickly. Let's go to the centre back. So we're going to do a hybrid of both wing play and possession play at the same time. So let's bring that to a bit narrow. Let's not pass into space. Let's just... Yeah, because we've gone narrow. If we pass into space, we're going to pass it beyond where they are. So these are little details that can ruin a whole tactic. Just one little thing. I'm actually going to bring the passing directness down to mid. And that's it. Anything else? Play into the box maybe? No, we haven't got numbers up there. 4-2-3-1, yes, play into the box, but with 3 up top, it's kind of hard. You need all the support players, especially we're playing a deep line playmaker as well. I might actually switch him to advanced because we've got the number. So where are they loose on numbers? So they've got 4 at the back here, and they've got 2 here. So it's like a 4-2-3 or 4-3-2 they're playing. So technically, it should be wings that we're exploiting. And we still are. Fact. This is another note. So that's my 2 centre backs, wing backs there, and my D mid has come in. Because we're playing out of defence now, what that does is automatically suck your midfield towards the goalkeeper, which should go without saying. But yeah, so there's the 2 into defence. I don't like the way you've just launched that, although it's kind of ingrained with the... They still look threatening, don't they? We look like we're on the cosh, and they've got they've got 1 less man. So why is that? They're playing in the middle. I tell you what, I am going to get up in their faces. I'm going to press higher. But I want to stop doing this and stop doing this. And we're going to work it into the box. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch, sorry, not you. I'm going to switch you. Oh, that's why. Look. I'm going to switch you to an advanced playmaker. Right, and then we're going to do this. It's going to be slightly asymmetric. So support. You can be on attack, and we will overload the right side, overlap. And yeah, I think that's it. Right, let's bring that mentality to balanced. Because cautious, we should be maybe even positive, to be honest. Although we are up high now, balanced is fine. Okay. See, I'm just thinking things through. I'm never 100% sure. I might do this now and we might concede 3 in a row. And it does happen. I don't pretend to be the best player of this game, but I do understand what I look at the opposition and then I react, and then proactively change things like Alex Ferguson would. Jose Mourinho to some degree as well. He will literally look at the opposition's strengths and he will make their strength their weakness and then exploit it on the counter. He'll set traps and then go quickly. But he'll happily go 0-0, as you saw the other day with the Roma result. It's so boring. It's football. I like to try and mix it up. There's a time for defensive football. Hello, there we go. Boom! Mother flippers! Easy. But it's not. It's not. It's not easy at all. That's probably why you're here watching the videos, because you're trying to get ideas and inspiration from others, and I'd do the same. I will sit and read article after article after article about Football Manager. I really will. I will read people's tactics and I look at them, but it's just so common when you see high press, highest line of defence, close down much more. It's just so boring to see the same thing over and over again. Every tactic is the same. And I appreciate you need to be higher to be positive, but you can be positive from a low point of view. I just enjoy tinkering with tactics. Could call me Claudio Ranieri if you like, even though he won the league with the same tactic all season. Go on. This is better though, isn't it? We've taken control. Yeah, sorry for my crazy little, because I was actually planning on ending the recording mid video after that little this is crap, let's end it, and then I was going to restart recording again on the next game just for a laugh, but I want you to see the raw footage. I want you to see that nothing's perfect. For me personally, it probably doesn't bother many people, but this is the thing with the autism, that I notice things that others might not necessarily. But when somebody is explaining something in a video and I'm seeing their body change, like jump, 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 and they've said one sentence, I find that really annoying. I want to say the whole thing as it is, and then that way you get like the emotion of what was being said at that particular time. If you have to do 15 takes for one sentence, I mean, A, it takes up a lot of time. B, I don't really want to cut the videos down and edit, because it takes time, effort, and if you get somebody to do it for you, it costs money as well in the long run. But yeah, I just like to just be me, be raw. I've done when I was working in sales for many years, you would literally have to pitch people. There was no cuts or edits. You just had to get it right first time. So hence why I'm doing what I do. And even then, by the way, I used to get things absolutely terrible. I would go in to meet people and I'd be like, in my brain, oh, this is not a sale, let's make some subs, shall we? Do. Daniel Watts can come on for Evans, so you don't get sent off, my friend. Killian Cooper, come on for Wesley, because you've got pace, mate. So get in behind and open them up. That sounds wrong, sorry. Charlie Bell can come on for Mr. Beaks, because you've been pecking at their defence for too long now. And then, oh sorry, I've already made 3. Confirm subs, let's go, peoples. Corner kick. Go on, son. My cretina. Iro. What? Don't be silly. Just look after it. Let's have a little bit of fun. So this is sort of a hybrid of both attack and control at the same time. They're trying all sorts of things. You can see their formation changing. You're not going to get a grip of this game now. It's over. It's over. 10 minutes left, and I'm a bit overly confident there, wouldn't you say? But this is the perfect time to do what I said with regards to, let's slow that possession right down, spread the pitch. Let's actually focus on spreading it wide, time waste, and be more disciplined, please. Work it into the box, overlap, blah blah blah, high press. Let's bring that down. Look at this intensity. I mean, you can still play that sexy football without having to kill your players doing so. The tempo for me, it's vital. Like, you don't have to play in a high tempo to get goals. All you're doing is killing your players. And Liverpool, and obviously I'm not Jurgen Klopp and he knows what he's doing, but for a few seasons those were absolutely phenomenal, and they would get goals just by pressing high, and they would rather pass once or twice into the scoring opportunity than have to build it up from the back and try and patiently create, even though they scored goals like that. But generally speaking, they would nick the ball, 1-2 pass, and then goal. Salah would score generally. That was their model. Go on, finish. How post, mate? Come on. Oh look, there's a Foster in goal. That's my name, Mr. Foster. Yeah. So, what do you think? It's raw. I'm not sure. Give it a thumbs up, please. Thank you. I do appreciate you coming to watch my videos, and I feel like after these few videos that I've done, my personality is starting to shine. I remember the first video I uploaded to YouTube, and I just remember it being like, I'm really nervous, and my voice, you could tell I was really nervous. But now I feel at ease, I feel calm, I feel happy. I'm generally getting back to good mental state of mind, really. I mean, if you want to listen to my mental health awareness video, I give you a little bit of insight as to how I am, what I am, and where I got to, and how I got to where I'm at today, if that makes sense. But yeah, go and have a listen to that. Give it a thumbs up if you can. Help this channel grow. I do want to try and grow it, and I appreciate the numbers that I'm getting. To be honest, I wasn't expecting so many. I thought I would get a few. Thank you so much for coming. I'm going to stop rambling now, but again, have a nice day. Take care, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.